Scott seems like a very obvious choice, and you don't seem like a very obvious chooser, perhaps. I thought you might go for Steve Zodiac. So why does Scott come in so high on your list? Well, at number one.
I am a tremendous admirer of Steve Zodiac. I yield to none in my admiration for him. But Scott was the one... Thunderbirds hit me at exactly the right time. And I took all the characters very seriously. The annuals came out, I can't remember what the order was, and TV21 had been previewing Thunderbirds before it came around. So I was kind of really clued into Thunderbirds as an experience. Scott has got this wonderful, I mean, for a start, he's got Shane Rimmer's voice, so you really can't get any better than that. And he's such a good actor. And the puppet, it acts so well. You get this real feeling of strength and bravery and calm, a lot of all those things happening at once. And one of the biggest thrills to me in my later life was, this shows you I don't get out much, was arriving at an Anderson convention and I just parked and a car pulled up behind me and someone said, are there any more car park spaces that you can see? And I knew who it was before I turned round. It was Shane Rimmer, and I just thought, that's just made my life, that has, you know. Are there any car parking spaces? Fantastic. And he was a delight to know, and Sheila, his lovely wife. Yeah, Scott, for me, was a proper hero. And I loved all the rest of the boys. Willow, obviously, I should have chosen John, but there you go. Scott was the guy who had to keep everything in order, and I loved Thunderbird 1 as well. I can't choose between any of them really, but Thunderbird 1 is so exciting, just seeing it land every time, and the mystery of how he got in and out of it, latterly solved by people like Graham Bleethman. But you know, for years a mystery to me. How does he jump? Does he jump out of it? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Does it matter?
No. And you can make up your own versions of it.
Exactly.
Which clearly I have.
However he gets out, it'll be done heroically.
Heroically and with a stoic look on his face.
Absolutely.
But there's another thing about Scott, is he doesn't mess about. If you happen to be someone just taking photographs of, you know, innocently taking photographs of Thunderbird 1 or anything to do with the Thunderbirds, he will come after you with a machine gun, a machine cannon, actually.
Yes.
And blow you to bits.
Totally reasonable response.
Totally within the international rescue parameters, I think.
Yes, because they're so busy trying to help.
I'm so choked with emotion, I'm going to have a drink now.
Well, speaking of being choked with emotion,
yes.
Obviously, I mean, I would be more of a Virgil man.
Oh.
Because
no, I understand.
To me, Scott races there and then says, come on, Virgil, hurry up and do the work.
Yeah.
And Virgil was an artist and a musician.
That's true.
A cocktail maker, an accomplished cocktail drinker, I believe.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right.
And Scott just sort of felt like the loud guy who would tell everybody what to do. However, in the wake of making the documentary, A Life Uncharted, and learning more about Dad's brother Lionel and how Scott was the template, really, we think, for Lionel, I just wondered if that kind of added a certain something for you, knowing that your favourite Anderson character was based on someone who meant so much to the creator of that character.
Well, I think it comes across. I would never have known that, obviously, without. But when you know that, you can see it's pretty obvious that this is he's definitely the fixed point. I know, obviously, Jeff controls it, and Lady Penelope's off to one side. All these, but really, it all revolves around Scott, and he doesn't do much. Obviously, he kills people occasionally if they take photographs, but I really think that Scott has got a kind of, and of course he's based slightly on Sean Connery as well, so that's another thing, because I was a big Bond fan, still am. So there was lots of appeal to me.